Well, I started writing the script about 8 years ago. And I think it was at the time when I moved from New York to Los Angeles. And I didn't know a lot of people. And I think I had this fear, this suburban fear. And this script really was like a sublimation of all my fears of what could possibly happen. I have 3 kids. And over time, it took a really long time to actually get the film made, but thanks to Wendi and Max and a lot of other people involved with the film, we did get it.
Oh, I just thought it was so funny and fresh. And it's not a comedy necessarily, but
no.
Angst like this, there is always something funny in it. And originally, at the first table read, I was a totally different character. And I was just thrilled that they wanted me to be in it after the table read, because a year went by and they called me and I was like, oh, great. Wow, how nice of them to remember that I did that. And then things happened and I got to play the lead character. And I didn't know if I could do it.
Really?
And I loved the script so much. I was like, oh,
Such
I
a great
don't want to
script.
take a dump on this script. It's so good. But the deck was stacked with really good actors.
Yay.
This
Max was
one
attached
here
from the beginning.
was like a sparring partner. So it was
fun.
so much fun.
Like, I'm kind of a douche in this whole story. It's really fun because I've never gotten to play. Well, no, but I mean, I do very kind of awful things. I'm very sweet in my intention, I guess, but I do pretty horrifying things.
It's just that your parents are so awful.
Yeah, and so it was really nice getting to play someone doing so many awful I've never done that before. And a lot of the comedy comes from that. Not just that, but from throughout the whole thing of characters like meaning well, but nothing really good happens from it. It's like the tension, the disparity between those, the discomfort really brings out a lot of comedy, for sure.
Temptations, they're all around us, right? And when you're not happy with the life you're living, you tend to get tempted to go down this rabbit hole or that rabbit hole. And trying to overcorrect that is where it gets really good and juicy and uncomfortable. And being seduced by an entire family because you just want anything other than what you have. I mean, who wouldn't have fun playing that? I wouldn't want to do it in real life.
Yeah.
But, it was a gift.
Well,
Thank
she
you
was
for
a
that
gift. She
gift.
was my gift. And the thing about her playing the other role is that I think this role really scared a lot of actresses. It's not an easy role. And she's walking a really fine line. And at one point, I kind of had this like lightning bolt epiphany where I was like, she's right here. She was playing a different role, but I was just like, oh my God, what have I been doing when I have this role of Kathy right here the whole time? So it was sort of like there's no place like home kind of moment. And I called Wendi and I was like, you've got to meet with me. And I was just so it was just so it was just like all of a sudden everything started to come together with the production when Wendi stepped into that position, really. Well, we had very little time. We had 200 scenes in 15 days to shoot. And we had no rehearsals, but I managed to eke in some readings. And then I think I sent you a short story, and I would kind of like just ease into getting people sort of in the right tone and just talking to them. And then once we got to set, it was just like, we got to, a lot of my direction is just sort of do less, do less. And it was kind of like a magic trick. I really don't even know how we got all that accomplished. And then a lot of it was also in the post when we edited, and I continue writing throughout the process. So when I'm editing, I'm also still writing because that's really my favorite part of the whole process.